Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sports Con with the Con Man. I am your host, the Con Man, on the Sports Empire Network. Tonight, I have a very special guest, my girl Lex Barrows, and of course, I got my co-host, Mike Semio. How y'all doing this evening?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Lex,
Yeah.
you've done a few of my shows in the past, and I'm so proud of you and what you have accomplished and what you're about to accomplish. And for those viewers who may or may not know, Lex is a beast. She is unbelievable, and the way she does her things. I'm playing right quick. If I had your determination and your desire when I was playing, who knows what would have happened? So anyway, Lex, let's start this off with, for those people who do not know, let's give them a little history about how it began. And I know we already went through this, but for the people who don't know, give them a little sense of what transpired in your early beginnings.
Well, born and raised from New Bedford, you know that. Growing up, I mainly played sports. Like I played football and soccer growing up too, not just basketball. But I mainly played with the boys growing up. Until I went to middle school when it could be all girls, you know. And that's when I really fell in love with the game. And just like really took it under my wing, and this is what I really wanted to do. In high school, I went to Bedford High. We did very well. My junior year, we went undefeated. We went to the Garden, and we played there twice. And then I went to CCRI for 2 years. I broke a record with the most threes in a game. I still hold that record there. And then I went to school in Canada. I went to the University of Lethbridge. I played basketball there. This was a situation that didn't go so well. And, you know, as a basketball player, we all have that. But I came out of it good. I came back home and I started playing with the Cape Verdean national team. I've been on the team for 13 years. Since high school. I've been playing since high school. Um, and I went to Portugal for a year during COVID. I had to come back during the season. And ever since then, I've been playing in a semi pro league, the WABA. This is going to be my third year in the league. Um, I am signing back to the team in Boston, the New England Trailblazers. I feel like it's a better, just a better thing for my career right now. You know, the drive to Maine last year was a lot. You know, but I would honestly do it again. Mike, you already know how I am. I will drive anywhere to play. I just want to play in front of my friends, my family, and my clients. And that's the most important thing to me, especially right now, is to play in front of them. And I'm gonna handle business this year and just do what I got to do for me.
That is fantastic.
Hmm.
As you already know, I done give you more accolades than anyone else can give you. But let's talk about Lex. Let's keep it real.
Hmm.
What gives you that desire, that drive to go and persevere to try to be the best you can be? Because I keep it real. I don't know too many people that do what you do. So what is that inner drive that I guess promotes what you want to do? Let the
I
people know exactly
I
what you
just
go
want
through.
it. I know what I want, you know, and I put my all into it. Um, I appreciate you saying that. I don't get that much, but I don't even tell myself that much, you know. I'm very hard on myself, and I want to get somewhere in life. I mean, I'm already there. I know what I'm doing is enough. I just want more, you know, and playing is all I want to do. But for right now, I'm coaching and you know, giving back to the community as much as I can, and they're another reason why I keep going. But it's mainly like where I'm from, you know, my family, and the kids. I just want to be able to inspire them and motivate them every day, you know. So I try to do that as much as I can. Um, you know, because I want to be someone that kids look up to and really want to be like because of my work ethic. Like I don't just teach about it, I do it, and that's the difference between me and other people. So I'm just keeping my head on straight, staying focused, and trusting the process, because that is the most important part of it all.
We're gonna get into what you do for the kids a little later on,
Hmm.
but I want to have my man, my co-host, Mr. Mike Simio, give his take on what's going on. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, Michael. 2 nights in a row. This is
Two
precedent
nights
for
in a
us.
row. Absolutely. That's how we do it up in here.
So, Lex, it's nice meeting you. I've seen you
Nice
with
meeting you.
Michael before, and you caught my interest. One, just because of what I've seen as far as your talent and what you're trying to do. But I just to emphasize, I understand that ride to Maine because I actually had a client up in Maine that I was not as far as yours, but pretty close.
Yeah.
So I
Rough.
understand how that commute was. So when you mentioned more, in your mind, what does more look like for you?
Well, one, I really want my own gym so I can help kids more. And then my playing is I want to, play overseas or play in the league. Like I've been overseas. I want it to like be continuous. Like for the Cape Verdean team, it's every 2 years, and then to get a job overseas, you just have to get the right contract. And I haven't been lucky enough to get the right contract because I don't want to go overseas and have to struggle with my bills back at home. So I want to be secure in that spot and also be on a great team, a real team, and so I can be able to get my name out there more. I mean, I do it every season. I've set goals throughout the season, but I don't know. I feel like I should be playing somewhere, like that's deep down. I really feel like I should be overseas, or, a combine. And I'm actually going to do a combine in June. It's going to be in Atlanta. So hopefully I could, get looked at there. There's going to be scouts there, like for overseas teams. There's going to be agents there. So I'm hoping to get noticed there too. But no matter where I'm at and where I'm playing, I make myself known, and that's how I'm gonna keep building my resume. So
what does the when you say the league, I'm assuming you're referencing the WNBA.
yes. Mm-hmm.
So what does that look like as far as tryouts, opportunities, your connections as far as that goes? What does that look? Because I'm familiar with the league, but I'm not familiar with sort of the underpinnings to it.
Right. I mean, it's hard to even, talk to a team, an owner or a general manager. But they're mainly looking for, people coming out of the draft or women that are already in the league, that are big names. It's just like the NBA. It's same thing as mainly politics, but there's no G League for the women's league. They only have a summer league, and that's called Athletes Unlimited. And I put an application, but they only take 44 people. Like there's only 44 spots in that league. So again, they're only picking like people that were in the league last year, or people that are in the league that are destroying the league right now. They pick and choose who to go in that league. But they have my name, so they kind of know who I am. So I'm just, being patient. So next year I'm going to apply again and we'll see what happens.
And some, Lex, as you know, we have a couple of good friends who are doing pretty well. Our girl, Megan Price, and, she handles all of Texas. And we have Mr. Mike Hughes, who now is covering the Chicago Sky, as we know. And that's the reason why I kind of wanted you on the show as well, to promote you and for let the people know just the type of person you are on and off the court. And hopefully we can make something happen. And that was my major, besides I love you and all that. I want to make sure that you get that's all right. I want to make sure that you get as much as you deserve. And that's why I really wanted you on the show. You know what I mean? So I want to before Mike, my guy Mike, he's better than me. I don't care. But anyway, my guy, before I go there, Lex, I want the viewers to know what is a day in the life of Lex as far as your workouts, because it's incredible. You post all your workouts, and I get tired just watching them. I am totally amazed with what you do and your determination. You be getting up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Let the people know what you're about, because we're gonna be sending this out all over. So I want you to, like, let's say it's like just like a little interview.
Right.
I want you to promote yourself right now.
Well, I do wake up early and go to the gym. Sometimes I don't like getting up early, I'll be honest. But sometimes it's 9 o'clock, sometimes it's 8 o'clock, sometimes it's 6, or 5:30. I try to change it up because like I go so hard, I end up stuck on the couch. Like I can't move for days, so I'm trying to break everything up. But like right when I wake up, I get ready and I go to the gym. Sometimes, like for example, yesterday, I woke up and I just went to the gym and I did dribbling. I was there for like 2 to 3 hours. And the thing that I posted was I did 2 basketballs with plastic bags on it. That's supposed to help you get grip of the basketball because the bag is so slippery. And that was the first time that I did 2 basketballs at the same time with the plastic bags. So I did like maybe 10 different, basketball moves, 10 different dribbling drills. I only posted a few. So, and then after that, like I'll do free throws. I try to shoot, as I'm working out, I try to shoot at least 100 or 200 a day. But I break up my workout, so I try to. It's so hard. I just go and I'm there for so long. But I do dribbling and then I do free throws. And then I do layups. I do all different types of layups. I'll do maybe 12 on each side, like 6 of a different type of layup and then 6 another layup. You know what I'm saying? And then free throws again. Then I'll do my shooting workout and I'll do different types, mid-range, threes. Then I'll finish with free throws. And then I'll go and lift. And I did. So today I try to change it up, but I bench, I do squats, deadlift, box jumps, lunges. I do footwork stuff, plyos, just trying to change up what I do daily. Every day I'm trying to challenge myself. Sometimes I'll look on YouTube or TikTok and find a dribbling drill or a shooting drill, and I'll go to the gym and do it. It might take me a while to get it down, but I just challenge myself like that and just do something. Same with my layups and shooting. Working on creating space. Studying different types of moves so I can get open more. And just grow. That's all I'm trying to do is get better at everything that I need to. I mean, I'm very humble. I don't, I'm not cocky. I let my game speak for itself, and I still have a lot to work on. So I do that, every day. Every day I try to work on something different because that's the only way I'm going to be able to get better.
Now, I'm gonna keep it real as I always do with you. Do you? I know you believe this, but do you think all the work and everything that you've done can get you to that next level? And do you think that you're good enough to get to the next level?
Yes, and yes, I do believe everything that I'm doing is going to help me get there. I'm just waiting for the right moment. So when I'm not playing, like I get like in my head, like I get like really down on myself, like if I'm really not good enough, because if you see other people doing that thing that you want to do, so it's like, what am I doing wrong? And that's when I'm in the gym for too long, so little things like that. But I'm getting out of that mindset and just letting it come to me and just having more freedom in my head. But I do believe that I can get to that to the league. I just need to be playing somewhere. Like I can't keep doing all these workouts. The teams want to see me play. You know what I mean? And they want to see against good competition. Like I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it's just I do believe in myself. It's just waiting for that right opportunity or even someone to help me. Like right now I'm looking for a new agent. I need someone that's gonna how hard I work out. I want someone to go that hard for me to try to find me a team to play on. I need the same in return, like the same thing that I give these kids. I want the same in return from them, because that's the only way we're going to be able to grow. So I'm just taking it one day at a time and just being patient.
All right, Mike, go ahead, man. Go ahead, hit her up, Mike, because I am. Go ahead, Mike.
So I wanted just to go back to your talking about your workouts, and I'm looking back at some of my workouts when I was a kid, right? So I was very much in that same mindset of volume, right? It's just all the time. And I found as I went along, and this is just a little advice. This is not anything etched in stone. I don't have this documented anywhere. It's that, I found as I got older, and I'm talking 18, 19, 20 years old at that time, that I found that I would work out where I'd be smarter, right? That I would be able to kind of piece my workouts throughout the day. Instead of going hard for 4 hours, I would go hard for like an hour and a half. Then I would take a break and go do something else. And then I'd come back to it. So my total time as far as working out would probably be the same. It was just different intensity throughout the day.
Yeah, and I'm starting. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm starting to work on that, because there's like days where I couldn't even feel the bottom of my feet, like literally everything hurt, and I couldn't keep doing that to myself. Like you're saying, like today, even in my head, I'm like, I have to start working smarter, because I have to be able to work out on Monday and still be able to work out on Sunday. Like I have to be able to go throughout the whole week. You know what I mean? And maybe take a break, in between 1 to 2 days. But even when I take a day off, I'm like, damn, I should be doing something. But I still, like that's the mindset I have to like literally bring back and relax.
And again, this is just some short advice. Again, I'm just coming back to some of my experiences. I would advise doing some cross training too. That does help your game, does help your mind, but it's not basketball. Right. Go do something else. And that will just kind of like free your mind up and get you away from it a little bit, but you're still engaged physically, right? So I think that's something that, again, I learned, and my outlet was I was playing tennis. And something I had grown up with from a young kid, and I really enjoyed that. And that kind of came back to me because I needed something else. I just couldn't I couldn't be in my driveway. I couldn't be at Buttonwood Park all day. I needed to go do something else. And I just didn't have the energy sometimes to play for 6 hours and then go to try to play tennis with my dad or my friends. I couldn't do that. So I had to kind of split things up and start to get better at a different sport. To your point, you played soccer, you played football. I played soccer in junior high, which was probably one of the more enjoyable experiences I ever had. And it was just, 8 games we played. But it was great being part of that community because it was away from basketball. And so I would really encourage that, because one of the things that, you want to be careful of, I know you know this, is right, it's just getting injured, right? You have to kind of, that's always that bubble that's kind of over your head that you have to, be cautious of. But I wanted to go back to one thing. When you were talking about scouting and getting opportunities in front of other people and showing yourself. And again, these aren't critiques. This is just, I'm just interested. When you reach out to other coaches or scouts, GMs, do you have video presentations you've given them?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I got game film, like the actual game, and then I have highlights too. So yeah, I send them all of that in a player profile with all my stats on it, so they see all of that. Again, I'm just waiting for the right opportunity, you know.
So I'm gonna do something. When we're done, let's you and I connect on Instagram, because I have a friend, Michael. I mentioned this to you today about some of the things he put out, including me and some of the stuff I played with years ago. There's a friend of mine on Instagram who does a lot of promotions for high school players, but it's just not included high school players. It's a lot of college players and a lot of stuff. So I thought that could help as far as some promotion. And also, we should probably connect on LinkedIn. If you don't have a LinkedIn account,
Yes,
we should probably connect there, because I was thinking this afternoon, there was somebody, and I forget the league, and I'll come back to this and I'll find it. There was somebody actually who was running the league, who was actually developing some teams throughout the United States. And there was some discussion about trying to bring a team to Massachusetts. And I don't know where that landed, but we should connect there too. And I'll find that person and I'll make that introduction back to you. Again, just another feeler and just another opportunity to kind of
I appreciate it.
know people. Yeah, let's do that.
Well, let me tell y'all real quick. If there's anyone, Mike, that you should try to support, it's Lex. Let me tell you real quick. And she talks about, she humble, but I'm going to keep it real. She played for the Cape Verdean national team, Mike. And she sent the video of her hitting the game-winning shot, close thereof. And the people in New Bedford went berserk. Lex, can you explain how that happened and your experiences playing in the Cape Verde Islands? And the fact you're from New Bedford, you're leaving the safe home of New Bedford, going overseas to play in the Cape Verde Islands and doing the damn thing. Let the people know.
Well, first, if you haven't been to Cape Verde, you got to go. It's amazing. The food is amazing. The people, the view, you know, it's like you're free from everything. That's how I feel when I'm there. It's like my second home. But I really love playing on the team. That game was the qualification game to go to the FIBA tournament. I didn't end up going to the FIBA tournament, just the qualification games. That first game, we didn't win that game, Mike. We lost by 1 point because of the buzzer beater. Yes. It still made the game because it brought us to the next one, and it got our momentum going, and we won that game to qualify for the FIBA tournament. But playing in Cape Verde is one of the best experiences I ever had. The kids there, like, if we're in the gym and we come out of practice, like, they're there, you know, giving high fives, like they're waiting for us to come out. And it's just an amazing experience. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I really want to go back. You know, that's how I feel. But it's great to play for your country. Like you said, for me being from New Bedford, I don't even know how to speak the language. So that was hard too. But some of my teammates, they spoke Creole and English, so it was helpful. And my coach, he's the same thing. So sometimes we would always have translators. But most of the teammates that I have, we've been together since 2012, 2013. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. I love playing there, and I can't wait to go back one day.
Well, Lex, right now we have joining us the boss, my producer, Key Williams. Without her, I would not be able to do this show. What's going on, boss?
Oh, nothing. You know, I got to do some shopping for my mom, but I figured I'll tune in for a little bit come up for a little bit while, you know, I'm listening. You know, I follow Lex on Instagram, and I see how hard she works. She's been grinding since, you know, you've been interviewing her. I know I wanted to get her thoughts on the women's college basketball now. It's starting to evolve, and more people are starting to get into it. Did you watch it this tournament? Did you and Caitlin Clark and all that? What's your thoughts of being moving forward? Like, how do you think women's basketball is going to take over?
Just from those games, I feel like the women's basketball is starting to evolve. You know, I mean, it's not where it's at, but it's getting there. And with those players that are just doing damage, that's helping college basketball. That's helping the kids watching them. That's gonna help a lot of younger kids want to go to colleges. Like even the kids that I coach, they're like trying to shoot from half court. Okay, I'm Caitlin Clark. Like that's already it's crazy, but that's already something right there. And I just hope it continues to grow. Like they have a bunch of great coaches in college basketball, and I feel like with them coming together, that's going to help them also. But there's a lot of great players that even went to the draft, and even them, they're going to be an inspiration to young kids too. So I feel like it's all starting to come together. But it's gonna get there. I feel like that's the start point. And then just people, advertising it more, watching it more, just giving women enough credit that we can ball too, So I still get that every day, even when I play with guys now. So yeah, it's just I feel like it's coming along. It's still gonna be a slow process, but it's getting there.
I think it felt like this season, and especially through the tournament, that it took a big step.
It did.
I think when you have a lot of people engaged in the personalities, in the play, and you mentioned the coaches that are coming through now. You have a lot of diversity through the coaching staffs, where there's a lot of young men and women coming through. And you have, you sort of have this change where UConn is sort of looking like it needs to kind of come back to itself a little bit. But you have a lot of new schools, just like on the men's side, that start to emerge, right? That you have, through the portal, you start to have a little bit of a change. And that's really LSU's huge advantage there, right? But I think also, ultimately, it comes down to what you mentioned, the promotion and the dollars that are going to start to be recognized and pointed towards those programs. I think that's the big step.
And also the fact is, the women's championship this year, I think they doubled or tripled their
fans and the people in the arena. Yeah,
exactly. Number one. Number two, where I wanted to hit you with, Alex, is this: what do you think the impact of the NIL makes with the NCAA women's? We already know what it's making with the men. What do you think your take is on the women's side? Number one. Number two, with the fact that, when you receiving that NIL name, like,
right.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, I got dementia. But what I'm saying is, what effect does that have where you can go to a college, you may get a scholarship, and then if things don't go right, you can bounce and go to another team. So what the NCAA now is, what's your take on that, number one? And then number two, we had a little dichotomy with the fact that we had the Caitlin Clark from Iowa making her physical gestures, and then we had the girl. I forgot.
Angel
I think
Reese.
her name.
Angel Reese.
Y'all ahead of me.
We
and
got
then she did her thing. What impact do you think that made?
For the first one, I think the deals are. I don't even honestly. I wished I had deals in college when I was playing.
Cool.
But I think I mean, you have to get paid somehow. Like this higher teams are not even getting paid. I feel like college players are getting more than the people in the league.
Yes.
But the fact that people can literally go to one school and they don't like it, they'll transfer. They have like 5 years of eligibility. That's good for them, like it's a good opportunity. You can, if you don't like something, you can just, go to the next school. I wish I had that guidance when I was going to school, but I feel like it's great for the upcoming kids, to have something to look forward to. Because if you don't make it, like say you just want to play 4 years of college, like you'll be fine after that. You know what I'm saying? You have all those deals, so you'll be good. But I just hope it's the right thing for these kids. That's the only thing that I'm iffy about. Because some kids won't even want to go overseas or somewhere else. They just stay in college just because they're getting that money. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Which is not bad. You know, do all your years and get your college degree and then go. You know, that's how I look at it. But everyone is different. But I feel like the deals are you know, what's the word for it? I just feel like if you get one of those deals, you're a boss. You're doing something right, you know, because they're nothing to play with, you know. Like look at the John Morant thing, you know, just for example, the things that he done, he lost so many deals. Kyrie Irving, the things that he done, he lost so many deals, you know. So it's the same thing tied into, you know, it's probably just getting these kids to be aware of what could happen in the next step, you know. And then the second thing, I mean, everyone talks junk when they're playing, but the thing that I didn't understand is that Iowa didn't do that when they played LSU. They did that to a different team. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why LSU did that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
So, but basketball is basketball. People are going to talk no matter what. You just got to hold your own, you know? Especially in a championship game, it's the ball's in my court, you know. So I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I don't really talk that much when I play. If I get an and one, I'm gonna tell you I got an and one. If I go up with the left, it's with the left. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm really saying. But, you know, just it's basketball. I just don't like how a lot of people were you know, just giving their opinion and all the backlash that both of those girls got.
Yes.
It wasn't needed. It wasn't needed, but that's how basketball players are. Like, you know, it shouldn't matter what color race you are to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying?
And it seems like the men, they can get away with it.
Oh yeah.
But if you're a woman, you're
different.
exactly. And it shouldn't be.
No.
Balls are ballers. We know.
Exactly.
We from the hood, but we're not from the hood. You know what I'm saying.
And some females can ball better than boys. So I just don't see why it's even a thing. You know what I mean?
It shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. Just play ball. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. Like, you shouldn't worry about what happened in the game. Like, who cares if she did this? You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who cares?
Just play the damn game, right? Just play the damn game.
Yeah, just play. Get back. And honestly, like, they both had a good game. You know, they both scored almost literally. And Caitlin Clark has probably 58% of Iowa's points throughout the whole season. And same thing with Angel Reese. I don't know how many double-doubles she had.
23, 4, or like 30. She set a record.
Like she has a record for the most in her school.
All right, now before I let my boss get in and Mike get in, I gotta get my word in edgewise. What do you think regarding eligibility? What I mean by that is you can play college after 1 year, one and done. You can't do that with the women in the NCAA. Why is that? And what do you think needs to change? And do you think it might happen in the near future?
I mean, I hope it happens. I didn't even know about that. That's crazy.
The car man knows.
The NBA, the requirements is you have to play all 4 years. You cannot come out. You have to play all 4 years.
Yes, no, that's backwards. That's not fair. That's not fair to anybody, you know? But for the women, I'd say take that as your advantage. Go to another school and get some deals, get better, you know, at what you need to work on, then go to the league and destroy people, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Just switch it up, you know, but that's not fair. And that needs to change too, because that's putting women to the back burner.
Exactly.
Again, you know,
I just like certain girls could have came out. Caitlin Clark definitely could have came out in her junior year.
Oh, absolutely.
She's going to come back and just, you know, I wouldn't be shocked.
Right. Even Aaliyah Boston, like destroying people. The whole South Carolina team. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. All 5 of them. Mm-hmm.
Ask one more question, then I gotta go in the store before my mom be calling like, "Where my groceries at?" I took the opportunity to interview Kiana Trailer from Virginia Tech, and she's going to she got drafted 23rd by the Chicago Sky. I asked her, how is she going to compliment Kalia Copper? And she said she kind of fangirled a little bit, like that's her favorite player. You have someone in the league that you kind of model your game after, or you know, or I can play with them. Like, there's somebody now, or even past, that's in the league that you kind of model yourself.
That's a good question. I don't know. Like, I don't. Oh, she left. Oh,
Yeah, she had a bounce.
she's on audio. She can still hear me.
Yep.
But no, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I love Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi. Those are my top players in the league. Even Skylar Diggins.
Ooh,
So
yes.
probably her. I really like her game. She's a lefty though. I'm not a lefty, but we can both shoot. But yeah, probably Skylar Diggins for sure. On that one. But yeah, I mean, I definitely I love Candace Parker. I would love to play with Candace Parker or Brianna Stewart. She's a beast. Or even Brittany Griner since she's back.
Yes,
That would be
yes.
cool.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah.
cool. But I like centers too, but I mean I can play with anybody, to be honest. I mean I don't know, I kind of like mimic my game to being different. You know, I don't really have like a person that I can be like, all right, I want to be like you. You know, I want to be like several different people. Like my handles like Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? My shooting like Steph Curry. You know, my IQ is definitely has to be like Steve Nash. You know what I'm saying? Like different
I love
things.
it.
You know, so
Uh-huh.
I try to do that. And then just study the game. And again, I just find a move that I want to learn, and I just work on it for a long time until I can get it down.
Go ahead, my man Mike. You know, yeah, he's gonna interject something. You know him.
So I just wanted to weigh in real quick on the one and done and the eligibility issues for women coming out of college. So I had thought about this during the tournament, and I sort of learned on the fly as far as what was taking place. So one of the things, Mike, that you and I have talked about, and Lex, I'm not sure you're aware of this conversation, but is the I have a real problem with the one and done on the men's side, right? I have a real problem with that because I think you lose that opportunity to really be taught.
Right.
And I understand. I'm not looking for someone not to go out and make money and earn a living. I am not there. But you know, the game has changed. The NBA game has changed where you're paying young men, millions of dollars to learn.
Right.
So really what college looked like, or the intention was, you're going to get taught here, right? You're going to be coached. So where I see the women's game, you still have that opportunity, right? So the portal still exists. You want to transfer to a different school, different coaching, different philosophy. I get that. But one of the players I looked at on the women's side who took a little while to develop was Kelsey Plum, right? She set all these records in NCAA, but when did she actually show up and be the
last
player?
Year?
Yeah.
Last year.
Right.
Last year.
How long did that take her?
A few years. She's been in the league for a few years.
Right. So the equation of one and done, okay, but that particular player and she was developed coming out of college. Right. And really what she had to do, and I'm not again in the middle of all this, she really had to get in shape. She had to change her body, right? Her body looks completely different than it did in college. Her skill set is still there and it's just grown. Right. So when you start again, taking away that time to be coached and develop, I think that hurts not only you as a player, but I think it hurts the league going forward, right? That's just my opinion about that. Right. I just wanted to weigh in real quick about sort of the other side of this, where those opportunities to be coached. You're right. Get a degree. NIL is there. Portal is there. So there's a lot more options that didn't exist even 3 years ago, right? No. So, you know, that's where you got to kind of be careful when you start doing this. But I do think that's the difference with the women as far as what you're looking at with that product now. right? There's some really great players there. There's some great coaching. You can see the strategy coming out of the Final Four and what was taking place. And even in the Final Eight, you could see some things that were being done by a variety of teams. And I hate to lose that, because I think we've lost that on the men's side. I think that's gone now. And that's really disappointing to me, because I really enjoyed seeing sort of that dynamic fashion of, you're a freshman. By the time you're a senior, you should be improving every year. And you kind of see that happening.
Yep.
It's just not there anymore, right? So I think ultimately that hurts the product on the other end. And ultimately, I think that's really going to benefit the WNBA or going overseas, where you're a much more defined player and a full player at that point.
And also, I want to interact. It not only affects the players, it affects the coaches, because they get that one and done. That one and done that leaves might affect their coaching. They may get fired. You know what I mean? So if you're going to be a coach where you want to get these one and done players, you're playing or coaching at your own risk, because they may be up if they had that, or they can go transfer with the transfer portal. So, I mean, I think I'm looking at it from a coaching aspect as well as the players too. Now, the coaches, they're going to go out their way to recruit these individuals, and they may not be there for a year or two. They may not be happy. They may want to go and go into the transfer portal, and that could affect the team, could affect the coaches as well.
The school, all of it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's about, at the end of the day, bottom line is about making money. At the end of the day, we all know that it's about making money. So, players may feel they can get the endorsements going to another college, whereas I think it puts enough onus on the coaches. That's why you see so many of the old time coaches leaving, at least on the men's side.
Somewhere else. Yeah.
Because they can't deal with it. I mean, it's a whole new era, a whole new basketball era right now that we're dealing with.
It is. It really is.
It's interesting with basketball and having that sort of locked in roster, right? So if it's 12, 15 players on your team, it's much different when you look at football, where transfer portal doesn't really impact you immediately. Basketball, it would, right? If you're losing a starting of the starting five or the seven that are kind of in your rotation, that really hurts you. Right. And as a coach, if you're going out to recruit, I know the legend of Calipari was, I can recruit these guys, the one and done. I have this record of how many of my guys have gone to the pros. Well, that sort of changes now, because the conversation is not just, I can get these guys to be pro players and get them contracts. All right, what is the NIL opportunities that exist with your boosters, right? And years ago, you couldn't even say that, because the booster situation, and let's be fair, right? NIL existed forever. It was just called something else. And it was walking to that line where it wouldn't become a violation.
It wasn't called anything. It was under the table.
Right.
Right.
So it's very strange hearing them talk about this, and the money that's there is, you kind of shake your head like, really? There's that much money that's available, and the opportunities that are there. And so, the other side of this, I think, is, then why would you leave school?
Right.
Right. To your point, Lex, I think I'm going to stay. I'm making this money. I'm going to bank it while I'm here. I know I have challenges when I go to the WNBA, because I'm probably going to make a fraction of that. So stay, yes, get your education, play for some great coaching, maybe win a national championship, add that to my resume, and off I go.
And something, I agree with everything you guys are saying, but obviously this does not affect Lex, because she's past that stage right now. So we got to talk about Lex. We got to talk about Lex right now. You know what I mean? She's hearing these things. I mean, unfortunately, she wasn't able to accentuate those things that are happening right now. So again, my idea is to promote what she's doing right now. She can't go back and get the endorsement. So we're here to try to promote what she can do now. And Lex, we talked about, now here's another side I want people to know. You talked about the kids. You talked about that you want to leave a legacy. You want to talk about being a role model. Explain that to the folks who are watching.
So right now I have my own brand. It's called the Underdogs, and it's mainly for what I base it on women empowerment. I feel like these girls need more, especially around here, and anywhere, honestly. But I just do one-on-one trainings right now. I do group sessions. I also coach boys too, of course. But mainly, I just want to inspire them and just help them grow, and take their game to the next level. I'm also coaching for the junior Celtics right now. I go up to Boston twice a week and just practice one day, and we have games um, every Saturday. Right now, I'm just coaching boys, fifth and sixth grade. We're 5-0 right now. Um, we're doing very well. I'm just trying to get them to come together as a team and get better individually, of course, too, but mainly team basketball, like having fun, communicating to each other, and using your teammates. And it's getting there. We're doing great so far. Um, and then I coach girls up there also. Right now it's just skills and drills. With the I coach girls third and fourth grade. Actually, next week we're gonna start scrimmaging, so that should be fun. Get more girls in there too. But yeah, I'm just trying to help these kids as much as I can, especially while I'm here because I can feel it. Something's coming. But just giving back to the kids is the best feeling in the world. Just helping them make a layup, help them fix their jump shot, teaching them a dribble move, teaching them how to get to the basket. Just having and I only coach them for an hour, so having them leave with a smile on their face is the best feeling in the world. And that's all I try to do. Also try to build a relationship with them, to help them, on and off the court, because it's not easy, and especially now these kids, they're a lot, they are a lot. So just helping them stay grounded and stay truly to themselves, is what I want to do for the community. So and hopefully I'm working on my clothing line again. So hopefully that will come back out. And that's another thing that I want to give back to my community too is, every piece that I have has an inspirational saying on it. And just, I want to see people wearing that, put on a shirt that says believe in yourself, and really walk around and truly believe in yourself. So just giving back to them is my only goal right now, and just helping them grow and be unstoppable on the court and off the court.
And you know something, Lex?
Mm.
You already know I love you. I'm so impressed with you, but I'm even more impressed because as much as basketball players, we always try and promote ourselves. But I see what you do. You promote your kids.
Yeah,
You
I
post them
actually,
just like you post
yeah,
yourself.
I
And to
do.
me, that means a difference to not only you, but to them
To them,
and to
exactly.
their parents.
Yep.
And I mean, to me, that is
Hmm.
very inspirational. I just think what you're doing is so fantastic.
Thank
But
you.
again, here you go being humble. Talk about your fashion line. Let's go into that.
Yeah, it's called Lexicon, athletic wear that inspires. It's just I have different pieces. I have the Cape Verdean one. I'm doing a little bit of tweaking on it so we can, simple is better. You know what I'm saying? And I want to get it out. Because people keep asking me, and I want people to start wearing my stuff again. Um, there's one that is never give up. You know. What's the other one? This I have several. Love wins, being open, you know what I'm saying? Like loving yourself in every kind of way. You are enough. Baller alert. I have one that says this is one of my favorites is fearless on the front, and then girls can ball too on the back. Just giving everyone different things. There's kids can wear it, boys can wear it, girls can wear it, adults can wear it. It doesn't matter who it is. Babies can wear it. Just giving something back to the kids, just to keep a smile on their face. Like I want people to remember me too. And every garment has my signature on it. So it's just you know, I want something different, and again to inspire and motivate everyone that I come in contact with. That's the goal, the daily goal.
Now let's,
Mm-hmm.
for the viewers, so they know, number one, how can they get in touch or try to purchase some of those items? I know that you haven't started them up again,
Right.
but if they do want to, how do they go about doing that? Number one, and number two, you know, when we do what we do, you know, we try to promote what we do and we try to get support, but sometimes it's very difficult getting the support that we need or individuals need. Is there anything you think that you could put out there so people, hey, keep it real, and maybe you can inspire others to help support what you're doing?
Mm-hmm. For the first one, I don't have a set place yet. So working on that. Hopefully I'll have a website where people can come in and order things. It's still in the works. And for the second one, I don't know. I mean, I have a lot of support with family and friends, and even in New Bedford, out of New Bedford, like I have a lot of support. I don't know. It's just I don't know how to explain it. It's not that I need more support. I just need like support, basically. It's just little things, you know, like I really want more people to come to games this year. That can be one thing.
Okay.
When I play in Boston, I play in Boston, that's an hour and some change away. I would love for a lot more people to come. Just like even the first year I played on the Boston team, I had a lot of family and friends. I'm just hoping this year I can get more, you know.
I'll be there. I will be there.
Yeah, you have to come to a game. You didn't come to one. Yeah. So honestly, just showing up to a game, and then maybe getting more views on my YouTube channel. But I have to get better at posting things because I don't really know what to post on that thing. I really just want to do games. Because my Instagram has all my workout videos that I post, in my Facebook. I want to keep it separate. But I have a lot of support on Facebook, Instagram, and just in the community as well. And I want to say thank you to everybody as we're talking about it. I really appreciate it. Like I wouldn't be able to do most of the things that I'm doing without the community behind me. So we support each other. You know what I mean? It's
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We going in the same road, you know? And it's just I love the support that I have. I wouldn't change it for the world. It's just me getting to where I need to be, you know. It's just trusting the process. And I appreciate everyone that has helped me so far, and helped me just grow as a person, you know, as a player, as a coach, because there's not a lot of people that will help you, you know.
Exactly.
There's a lot of people that will, you know, put you on the back burner,
yes.
You know, just not give you the support and respect that you deserve. And when that happens, I just part ways. You know, I go a different route, and I keep myself secure because I know what I can bring to the table. I know my worth, you know, and that's what I try to explain to my kids too. Like, know who you are, you know what I'm saying, and value that, and stay with that, you know, because even the kids nowadays, like, there's a lot of bullies, you know, like you're gonna encounter that, you know, and even if they're starting out young, encountering that, you know, the bad stuff, it's going to help them grow and be a better person as they get older. You know, they're going to be like, all right, I already went through that. I'm good, you know, but every day is a challenge. And I'm just trying to keep up my head on straight and just, you know, do what I can every day and just grow as me. So
I think that is fantastic. And, you know, the guy up above, Mike Samuel, you have no idea what he can do. He's writing a book right now. He's doing some very outstanding things. I know for a fact he's going to help you out. And you know me, I got the biggest mouth around. So you know me, I'm gonna promote you as much as I can. But
you just got to come to a game. That's all.
I'm going to come. I'm going to come. Hey, but you got to come to morning.
She's made it very easy for you. Just show up.
Right.
No, me and Lex got this thing. She said she's going to come down Morning Park. We're going to shoot it out.
Oh yeah, because you
if you hear
challenged
me.
me.
I
Remember,
don't think
you challenged me.
I don't think you're all that. But anyway, I'm only joking. I'm only joking.
Listen, if I go to Monty's Park, I'm bringing my camera. We're gonna record this, so
You best believe that.
everyone is
You
gonna
best believe
see. I know people are watching, so everyone's
Oh
gonna
yes,
see. Everyone's gonna
absolutely.
see.
But I am so honored to have you on the show, Lex. Me and you, we go back, and I am so proud of what you're doing, what you're accomplishing, and I think the sky's the limit for you. And hopefully, this show can bring about some interest in what you're doing. Your girl Megan Price is watching this,
Yes.
and Michael Hughes is watching this. So we're gonna try to make things happen. We're gonna try to do the damn thing, and I am going to give I'm going to give as much as I can to hopefully have your dreams become reality. And that's my goal, my mission. I'm old as dirt. I'm not worried about me. It's about you and it's about others. And you already know how I am. So that's what I want to do. I think with myself and Mike, we're going to try to make things happen along with my boss, Key Williams. She got a lot of connects. And Megan Price and Mike Hughes. I think we're gonna be doing some great things in your future, my girl.
Yes.
So again, I want to thank you.
This season is gonna start it. That's where I'm at in my head. I mean, I know the past 2 seasons I've done damage. I won the 3-point contest.
Talk about that. Talk about that. We don't know about that.
Yeah, my first year when I played with the Trailblazers. We went undefeated. We went to the Final Four. I was the All-Star, and then I won the 3-point contest. Last year I was an All-Star again, and then I participated in the 3-point contest. A little shaky, so I'm coming back again for that this year. Okay, and we're gonna stop it at the first round. Like if I get 15 again and no one else gets close to that, then it's done. Right, that's how it should be.
It's done.
Over. It should have been over. It should have been over. But yeah, so just this year, I am just like trying to focus on myself and my career, especially once this the Junior Celtics is over. I'll just have my trainings, so I'll be able to really dig into. Like Mike, like you said, like doing different things, I'd be able to incorporate that into my workouts. But this year it's time to handle business times 10, and be able to get somewhere. Like I have to, if I have to do it on my own, I'm gonna do it on my own. But I'm gonna continue to work hard every day and get better and just take New Bedford on my back up to Boston. And we're going to destroy people.
I love it. And let's, again, for those who are watching who don't know, what team are you going to be playing with this summer? And how can they go and see you? And where you're going to be playing at? Just give them some info.
Yeah. This year I'll be playing in Boston with the New England Trailblazers. This is going to be my second year on that team, but it's going to be my third year in the league. And we don't have a set place yet because it's all new. We're working on We're working on a new gym for practice. We're working on a new facility for the games. We still got tryouts. We still have to have tryouts next month. So we're just hoping we get enough people to be able to play to, and just make Boston proud and wherever else everyone else is from. But I'm trying to make New Bedford proud and my family and my friends. Even my clients, like I really just want them to come and watch me play because everything that I teach them, I put that in my game, even with the communication thing, I'm the loudest person on the court. I'm talking from the first quarter to the final buzzer in the fourth, and just being the vocal person, being a leader. And that's what I try to put into my kids. So that's why I want them to come and watch me play, my family to watch me play again because they keep me going too. They are very supportive, and I appreciate all of them. All my little cousins too. They come and watch me play. It's just an amazing feeling to be able to do that. And I want to, get to that again this year and just, show the world that I'm here and that I'm not going anywhere, no matter how many months I take off from the league, because it's every summer. So I don't really play much on the off season. I'll play pickup. I played in this Providence League. It was fun. I posted that everywhere too. And I'll play against guys twice a week. So just, and I work out every day. So it's just, getting better on different things. And I also got some film coming against some boys that I played against a few weeks ago. Almost done getting the film together. So that will be coming up soon.
Lex, for those people who are watching, how do they get in touch with you? Can they observe the videos that you have made? Let's let them know how to get in touch with you, because I'm sure they're impressed with the show tonight because of you. So how can they get in touch with you?
My Facebook is Lex Barrios. My Instagram is Lexi Barrios 1. And then I also have a YouTube channel that you guys can go and watch games. I have a lot of workout film on there too, but I have games from college. I got 2 games from college. I got games from probably 5 or 6 games from the Cape Verdean team. I have games from the Trailblazers. I have games from the Maples. It's just, you can see from the first video to the last video and how much I progress in my game. So I say start at the bottom and work your way up, because you can really see how much I improved in everything, from college to the semi-pros, and even with the Maples, the 3 games that are in a row, last year I really my goal only was to get better each game. And that's exactly what I did last year. And you can see that even with the team, because the team was fairly new. I walked onto that team. I got signed after playing against them, and I was the starting point guard. So it was challenging for me to come to a new team where they already know each other. So I had to build another bond with them on and off the court. And I felt like I did that last year. So this year is mainly all about me and getting my game to where I need it to be.
You know what I'm going to do, Lex? I'm going to do this. And you know me, when I say I do it. I think I'm going to coordinate with our good friend, Miss Stephen Burgo. And I think or Robbie Mendes or both or whomever. And, like a lot of people don't like to make that ride to Boston. But if we get a van.
It's not that bad, though. It's right there. If you can go to a Celtics game,
I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm with you, but I'm thinking in my mind, I'm thinking right now, why don't we just get a van and have everybody can come and bringing them up there? That's what I'm thinking. Hey, that might be that might be a good thing. Because we did it when my boy Dave Lay was coaching in Northeastern. We got a band. We brought a whole crew up there. We brought about 55 people up there for his first game, and when he was coaching at Northeastern. So we can do the damn thing to go see you.
Yes, I would love that, and let me know. I can definitely pitch in or even promote it, and we can talk to some people.
Well, we're gonna talk about that off air. We're gonna talk about that off air. But anyway, Mike, my man Mike. This guy is incredible. Lex, this guy is incredible. Mike, what's your final thoughts? Because we gotta bounce.
Yes, we're late. So Lex, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Let's definitely connect on what we talked about earlier, and
Yes.
I'll try to do some things for you from my end, some promotion pieces, and some introductions and things like that. But good luck.
Thank you.
And stay healthy.
Yes.
Physically and mentally. And reach out if you need me for anything or just to bounce things off. I would love to have some communication with you to assist if I can.
Of course. I would love that.
I think, Michael's sort of in the same boat, I think. But Michael, you got to get the Uber the con man Uber account going, right? So if you're
Yes.
gonna start moving
I know,
around
right?
and visiting Lex and watching her play, you gotta be a little bit smarter instead of a van, right? So I can certainly contribute from my end because I'm coming from the other end of the state, and I'm actually closer than Michael to Boston. I'm about 27 miles out.
Yep,
Michael thinks it's the end of the earth when he's in New Bedford. So
Right. It's crazy. Crazy.
so yeah, well, good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Again, Lex, I want to thank you for coming on our show. I mean, you are a joy. I mean, you know, I love you to death, and we're gonna try to make things happen. And again, I appreciate you coming on the show, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you support my girl Lex because she's doing a damn thing, and you may see her at the WNBA soon. So we're gonna do the damn thing. I want to welcome everyone. I want to thank everyone for coming on my show, Sports Corner with the Con-Man, on the Sports Empire Network. I want to thank my boss, Key Williams. Well, without her, I would not have a damn show. And stay tuned tonight. We have another show on tonight. Top of the Key. We talk all things NBA. Again, I want to thank you, Lex, for coming on my show. And I'm just so proud of you, man. And we're gonna make things happen. We'll talk off air. Mike, any last thoughts?
No, I think I'm good. So Lex, nice meeting you again. So
Nice
good luck.
meeting you. Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it for Sports Corner with the Con-Man. Tune in next Thursday. Even though today's Friday, tune in next Thursday for my show, which regularly airs on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. We have some outstanding guests lined up. I guess I want to empty out the bag. We have Adrian Dantley coming on. We have Nate Archibald coming on. We have some stars coming on. Kyle Hobbs coming on. Stay tuned because we're going to be doing some damn things on this show. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great night and God bless. Thank you, Lex.
Thank you, Mike. Thank
you,
you, Mike.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate you guys.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
Good night.